The Horn of Africa is a region of shifting alliances and ancient rivalries. But one nation along the Red Sea coast remains shrouded in mystery: Eritrea. Its long, arid coastline sits at the southern entrance to the Red Sea, one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Whoever controls this land holds a key to global trade, a fact that has drawn empires and superpowers to its shores for centuries. Despite its strategic position, Eritrea is often misunderstood, reduced to headlines about its secretive government and mandatory national service. But the real story is one of resilience, a people forged by colonialism, betrayal, and a 30-year war for survival. Eritrea's journey is a testament to the power of self-determination, shaped by the decisions of distant capitals and the ambitions of global powers. For decades, Eritrea was treated as a pawn, but its people refused to accept this fate. Today, Eritrea fiercely guards its independence, often to the point of isolation, yet remains a crucial player in the volatile Horn of Africa. Its influence stretches into Ethiopia, Somalia, and Sudan, making and breaking alliances that reshape the region. To understand the Horn, you must look beyond the headlines and into Eritrea's remarkable story. It's a story of sacrifice, pride, and an unbreakable will to be free. Along the shores of the Red Sea, Eritrea's story continues to unfold, quietly shaping the fate of a region. This is the story of Eritrea, the Red Sea's secret keeper. Eritrea's modern identity was forged by foreign ambition. Before the late 1800s, the region was a patchwork of kingdoms and communities, until Italy arrived, seeking its own empire. In 1890, Italy declared Eritrea its colony, erasing local histories and imposing a new identity. The Italians transformed Asmara into Little Rome, a showcase of modernist architecture, but built for colonizers, not the colonized. Eritreans faced segregation, denied education and skilled jobs, and served as colonial soldiers without hope of advancement. Yet, Italian infrastructure, roads, railways, factories, unintentionally connected Eritrea's diverse peoples, planting the seeds of a shared national identity. Working side by side, Eritreans began to see themselves as one people. This unity was an unintended legacy of colonial rule, but the system was built on racial hierarchy and exploitation, fueling a deep sense of injustice. Eritreans learned that their future could not be entrusted to foreigners. True progress, they realized, would only come when they were masters of their own house. The colonial experience forged a determination for self-rule. The stage was set for a new struggle, one for independence. World War II ended Italy's African empire, and in 1941, Eritrea came under British military administration. The British were sown. Eritrea's struggle was about to begin. In 1950, the UN ignored Eritrean calls for independence, recommending federation with Ethiopia. On paper, Eritrea kept its own parliament and flag, but Ethiopia controlled defense and foreign policy. For Eritreans, this was no compromise. It was a betrayal. Emperor Haile Selassie quickly undermined Eritrea's autonomy. Amharic became compulsory, political parties were suppressed, and dissent silenced. The promise of self-rule vanished as Ethiopia tightened its grip. In 1962, under pressure, Eritrea's parliament dissolved itself, and the country was annexed as an Ethiopian province. The world watched in silence as Eritrea's identity was erased. This annexation united Eritreans across religious and ethnic lines in a shared sense of injustice. Peaceful petitions had failed, only resistance remained. The theft of their country became the spark for armed struggle. Eritreans realized freedom would only come through their own sacrifice. The dream of self-determination was not dead. It was reborn in the fires of resistance. The stage was set for a long and bitter fight. Eritrea's identity would be reclaimed, not given. The struggle for liberation had been country for generations. Independence was finally within reach. Eritrea stood on the brink of freedom. The struggle for survival was not over. Eritrea's early independence brought hope and a fragile friendship with Ethiopia. Former allies, the EPLF and TPLF, led their nations into a new era of cooperation. But unresolved border disputes and economic tension simmered beneath the surface. In 1998, a skirmish over the town of Badme erupted into a full-scale war. 2 years of brutal conflict followed, costing tens of thousands of lives and shattering both economies. The war was about more than territory. It was about sovereignty and unresolved grievances. In 2000, the Algiers Agreement ended the fighting, and a boundary commission awarded Badme to Eritrea. Ethiopia refused to withdraw, leading to a long, bitter stalemate. For nearly 2 decades, the two countries remained locked in a state of no war, no peace. Eritrea maintained a massive military, deepening its isolation. The dream of a peaceful Horn of Africa died in the trenches of Badme. The consequences would shape Eritrea's future. The nation turned inward, preparing for the next challenge. Eritrea continues to shape the destiny of the Horn of Africa.